Sharp and Avdia. Bob Williams is out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Simons in at the 1. George against Simons. Kicks it out to Collins.
Grant could be such a devastating defender down there with those long arms and athleticism to contest shots.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Brent with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
Just 3 to shoot and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Robert Williams. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, well this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Collins passes to Kessler. Markkanen from outside. The rebound by Grant. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Suns in Phoenix. Off the inbound, no good. For Utah, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Here's Collins. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
He could be an effective slasher. Collins familiar with finishing through defenders.
Sharp against Clarkson. Henderson kicks to Avdia. Off target from three-point range.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Collins, good.
Big guy can move. John Collins finds a way to get that one to go.
Henderson passes to Sharp. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Markkanen. Puts up a 3. Kessler with the bucket. Trailblazers trail by 5. Now let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Will Hardy.
And we talked about the matchup against Scoot Anderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. The coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Thank you, David. To the inside. Here's Kessler. Lays it up off the glass. Kessler's got 5 points so far.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
How about the slam by Avdia, not messing around inside.
Jazz leading by 3. George with the bounce pass.
Hey, yo, right here.
With the teardrop. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Trailblazers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Took a substantial hit there, and Grant able to finish. Wow, that was a bump.
Sexton, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And Portland with a change here, too. Simons, he's checked in for Henderson.
And what I love about Markkanen, He takes care of the basketball, and that's the result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 1. Williams kicks to Grant, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kessler, a screen on Sharp, and it's Sexton penetrating, and Sexton slams it in.
Again, more and more of these pick and rolls help Sexton settle into the pace of play.
Collins against Grant. Simon's on the wing. Now here's Grant. Defense right on him. Outside Simons. 4 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Kessler. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
George against Simon. 3 seconds left, and Utah again with the bucket. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Jazz lead by 5. From the Delta Center, it's the... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Here's George. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. The pairing up front. It'll be Collins and Kessler. Sharing the wing spot, it's Clarkson and Markkanen. And it's George in at the point. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Markkanen down low. Defended by Avdia. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Back to Kessler. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Shaedon Sharpe picks one up.
You got to be cautious when you guard Clarkson. He's got a good burst. And when he gets assertive like that, oftentimes will draw a foul.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. With the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. And it's good, 2 points. Avdia's got 6.
Well, inside, Denny Avdia is confident in his ability to convert.
And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys, really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
Williams dishes to Grant. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Pass to George. Collins setting the big for George. Back to Clarkson. Lock at 6. Over Sharpe. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Clarkson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz. Simons against George. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
Collins, good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The three from George. He doesn't hit that one. Abdia with the defensive effort. To the paint, here's Grant. What a terrific move that was. Grant's got his second basket of the game.
Grant at 6'9", using that length right there. A nice soft touch in close to the rim.
Clarkson finds Markkanen. And it's Portland with the rebound. Grant with the ball. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Simons. Grant outside. It's three-pointers off the mark. Jazz leading by 10. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Here's Clarkson. Sinks that one from the post. Clarkson's got 6.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Grant. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simon for the Jazz. Lebowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. And it's Mills in for George. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for the Trailblazers. 43 seconds left to play in the first half. Clarkson outside. Pass to Filipowski. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
And Portland making a change here. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here is Ayton. Here's Banton. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Juzang passes to Eubanks. Can't cash in from close range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's Utah. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Thank you for joining us.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass.
And now we get to check out the top performers from... And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Walter Kessler displaying his skills in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the floor for Portland. Andre Ayton out there with Klingon. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Sensabaugh. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Kamare. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Williams, he's checked in for Utah. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Filipowski passes to Williams. Here's the three. And Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 7. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Hendricks. And Klingon pulls it down.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Sexton the pass to Filipowski. The shot missing.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
A nice shot by Klingon. Klingon's got his first basket.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
The Jazz making a switch here. Mills is checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Murray's checked in. Klingon with the steal. Manton the pass to Ayton. That ties the game. Ayton's got his third basket of the night right there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Sexton on the wing. Here's Hendricks. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. And then for the Trailblazers, Reith is checked in. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Murray. Hey, Brad, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excelling?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Pass to Reith. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Reith has got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
To the wing right side. There's Collier. The Jazz again can't hit it.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And stolen by Sexton. Jacks up a 3. Utah getting another chance here. Hendricks passes to Sexton. Cranes the three-pointer. Sexton's got 5 now.
Well, Sexton's confidence growing now, knocking it down from the three-point line. That's big.
56 seconds left in the third. Here's Collier, covered by Simons. And here's Sexton. He's got 5. 3 on the clock. Right wing. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Collins checked in for Collier. Sharp, the pass to Henderson. Back to Sharp. And stolen by Sexton. One-on-one here. Here's Filipowski. That one falls. And now a 3-point Utah lead.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hand.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Sharp. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Jazz out in front. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. George is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Kessler in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. It's Henderson on the wing. Pass to Klingon. Second chance shot. And that one's good by Henderson. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight at converting on those chances.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And that one, good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Outside Collins. Pass to Kessler. The Jazz working the ball around now. And the call will be on Keontae George. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Portland.
Robert Williams.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And then Henderson with the jam.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
The Jazz with another miss.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Kessler with the bucket.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Portland.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hops.
Clarkson passes to Kessler. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. That's foul number 2 for him. Delano Banton's checked in for Henderson. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Here's Collins. Hit the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Kessler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
From deep, Collins. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. Kessler, no good. Trailblazers leading by 11. Grant, right side. Pass to Sharpe. Back to Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Avdia's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers. George with the ball. Now defended by Grant. Down low. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
This has got to feel good. I mean, they never counted themselves out when they were down earlier. And they not only muscled their way back into the game, but wow, they're in a position, shockingly, to win this one easily.
It's all about the will to win. You have to admire the perseverance, never doubting one another, having that trust in your coaches. And I really like what we've seen here tonight. Boy, did they earn it.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Scoot Henderson.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Avdia against George. Shot clock at 6. Simons kicks to Avdia. The three-pointer no good. So it's the Jazz now. George looking over the floor. From downtown, sinks the three-pointer. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
It's deflected. Stolen by Kessler. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile one.
ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. Ingram is the 3, with Zion playing the 4. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt, and it's Messi in at the 5. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul of the game. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Cans it from the wing.
Well, we know Jordan Clarkson is a guy who likes to play fast. He's going to catch and shoot as soon as it touches his fingers.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
And here's George. Pass to Collins. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Clarkson. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
There's the block. Out left to the wing. McCollum outside. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist.
Off the pass, McCollum can be instantaneous. He doesn't think, he just shoots.
And Clarkson, here we go. Out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here he goes. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And once Murray plants his feet, it's over.
The Jazz have gone 1 for 3 so far. Markkanen outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4. Oh, that's something else, man!
Beautiful. They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now here's Kessler. Back to Collins from behind the arc.
Agile and strong. If Zion can get a piece of your shot, it's as good as gone.
Utah with another miss. The Pelicans lead by 9. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparation, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, PA. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone's pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
You know, from day one in the NBA, Keontae George had the ability to create his own shot like few others, Doris.
There are certain guys that are electric with their athleticism and the live body they bring to the game. Keontae George knows how to...
Oh, my! Wow! Way up there in the rafters! No one is stopping that. They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Yep, count it. Collins has got his second basket of the game.
We know Keontae George is an effective playmaker. He always seems to make the right decision with the ball.
Alvarado outside. Pass to Misi. And here's Williamson. Over Collins. Williamson with a screen on George. Fires it. And it's New Orleans with another.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Kessler, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, Walker Kessler owns that part of the floor, going through defenders for the finish.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Collins with the rebound. Jazz trail by 9. Clarkson, right side. And Collins with the jam.
With a little bit of style, John Collins up and off his feet.
Williamson outside. McCollum on the left side. Here's Alvarado. The three is up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Clarkson the 2, and Markkanen is the 3. And it's George in at the point guard position. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. New Orleans leading by 7. Here's Murray. Outside Jones. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. McCollum outside. Back to Ingram. Pass to McCollum. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And Murray launches it from deep. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Lets it fly. And the Pelicans get it back. Here's Ingram. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
McCollum with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Here's Ingram. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams. And that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great. And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Clarkson attacking. And rejected. Now here's McCollum. They kick it out to Murray. Now Ingram. Back to Murray. McCollum with it. Just 5 to shoot. Jones with the ball. And Kessler picks him up defensively. Outside for Ingram. Pass to Murray. And the Pelicans get it back. McCollum outside. Murray against Markkanen. Murray passes to Ingram. Here's Misi. And finally they hit one. Misi's got his second basket on the night.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
George finds Collins. It's stolen. here's Murray. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
I like that from Murray. I mean, he lets things develop, and then boom, assist.
George passes to Markkanen. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Pulls up for three. Clarkson grabs a miss.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all three levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's true unselfishness right there. Murray, outstanding feed to the open teammate.
Here's Markkanen. Nice touch inside there from Markkanen.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Murray scanning the floor. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Kessler. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
And we've begun to see their three-point shooting slip a little this quarter.
And there's Kessler on the assist by Markkanen.
We are talking 7 foot, 245 pounds. You better be able to finish it, Mr. Kessler.
Outside Jones. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum finds Ingram. Jones in the post. Collins defending. Pass to Messi. Clock at 6. Can't hit that one. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, you're, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? And moving on here. And that's it for halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
McCollum with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And that one drops. McCollum's got 5 now.
They're pushing the ball at pretty much every opportunity.
And that one is hammered home.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, quick lift off the floor. And Murray has that long reach, making it look easy.
Pass to Filipowski. Back to Eubanks. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
The quick look, no good that time.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. Mills comes in for George. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, BA, a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Utah making a switch here. Juzang's checked in. Sexton looking around. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
The Pelicans lead by 19. Here's Boston. Good on the shot. Boston's gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Sexton. The Pelicans pull it in. Jones has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's Juzang. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Pass to Filipowski. Mikhailu's checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Sexton.
Second team foul.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Hendricks. 6 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got his first 3 points of the game.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, BA, he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Tice is checked in.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammates. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Williamson misses. Jazz trail by 17. Williams passes to Sexton. Alvarado with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. Utah, number 1.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
Mills, he's checked in for Utah. Green's checked in for the Pelicans. Hawkins comes in for Boston. Here's Hendricks. Green covering. Outside Mills. There's a screen. There's the 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. It's Williamson with the drive. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Williamson's got 5 points in the quarter.
The power of Zion, a sight to see.
Right side Mills. Here's Hendricks. No good on the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, such an impressive night for Zion. He has the ability.
Pass to Mills. Here's Sexton, and that one is stuffed right through.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And here is Green. Here's Williamson. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's New Orleans. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Colin Sexton out there with Collier. Then it's Filipowski, and it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. That's the group for Utah right now.
That's a knockdown outside shooter. McCollum knows he has the green light to fire away from downtown anytime. Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Picked it. To the right side. Here's Filipowski, covered by Williamson. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Filipowski. Count it.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Ingram. Got a piece of it. Out to McCollum. Second chance shot. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 assists now tonight.
And oftentimes, you just assume McCollum's J is going in. He's this good of a shooter. It's incredible. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And a slam dunk by Ingram.
They want Ingram attacking the basket like this. It gets his juices flowing when he can get to the rim and finish strong.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Murray. First one falls for him. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Misi, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Collins finds Kessler. Back to Collins. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
Here's Filipowski. Kessler, a screen on Ingram. Filipowski, the pass to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. It's stolen by Ingram.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pelicans.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Zion Williamson.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
There's the drive.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Down low. Here's Collins. And that one hits the back iron.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
That shot wide open.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Here's Misi. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Clarkson passes to Collins. Here's Kessler. No good with the triple. Murray up top. He takes it in. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And the free throw, no good. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce. opening night for these two teams in this new NBA season.
And we've been waiting all summer, BA, to kick this thing off. So much excitement, so much hope, so much possibility. I'm sure both of these teams are going to come out with a lot of jitters and nervous energy, but we're going to settle in, and we're going to see the highest level of play right in front of us. It's time for the NBA to get it started.
Yes, sir!
Oh, my!
Throw that one up top. What a play. I mean, he's just so electric. Simon's putting on a show.
Pass to Murray. Williamson outside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Anthony Simons. Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, BA, he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Williams passes to Sharp. About a minute played here so far in the first.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but it's like plenty of room.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, BA.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Let's not forget the igniter that time. It was Williams who forced that turnover and got that fast break rolling.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Here we go, one-on-one. Pelicans cleared away. Last time they met was in New Orleans.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Here's Sharp, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Murray's shot is good.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Here's Simons. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Ingram against Abdia. Three-pointer Sharp. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
And they'll get another chance. Here's Williamson. Pass to Murray. They shoot again. And he sinks the layup. Murray's got his second bucket on the night.
Great concentration from DeJounte that time, just playing right through the contact.
Simons passes to Sharp. Grant in the post. He's against Williamson. Abdia with it. McCollum covering. Back to Grant. Just 5 on the clock. From the baseline. With the clock winding down. And Williams punches it home.
Fun to see fundamental basketball from Williams. Got the rebound and then right back offensively.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Up top, Avdia. The finish! Oh, a huge slam! An exclamation point on that break.
I like the way Avdia is competing right now, always looking to make a play.
Murray, no good. Portland leading by 3. Avdia passes to Graham. Outside Sharp. Avdia with it. McCullough with a steal. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
And that's what we've come to expect from Zion. Exactly.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
12 seconds left in the first. Williams' shot is good.
Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simons.
Blazer ball. Pelicans ball. Pelicans substitution. Number 50, Jeremiah Robinson Earl.
Here's McCollum. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Trailblazers out. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
So for the Pelicans right now, on the perimeter, they'll go with McCullough and Ingram. Herb Jones out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Murray in at the point. Jones drives in. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
In attack mode, Jones going right to the hoop.
Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players and just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step. One change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brandon Ingram is in his 6th season with the Pelicans, and he said, I love New Orleans. It's a perfect fit for me and the way I want to operate. They do here, less distractions. I can go play basketball whenever I want to with direct access to the facility. I feel connected with the city and the people around me. Brian, he's dialed in.
Sure is. Thanks, Allie. The Pelicans have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Tice passes to McCullum. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Portland leading. To the inside, Grant. Tice with the defensive effort. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. McCullum's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Right wing. Avdia against Tice. And stolen by Murray. Now the Pelicans in transition. For 3, McCullum. Sharp grabs the miss. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. And out of bounds, New Orleans will have it. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Trailblazers.
And they've been avoiding the deep 3 ball. They're able to hit those shots from downtown, but so far have yet to let it fly from above the break.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Banton's checked in. Jones from outside. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Jones has got 8 points in the quarter. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
4 on the clock. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Murray passes to McCullum. Outside Ingram. Takes it inside. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
That's the kind of aggressive basketball you love out of Brandon Ingram.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Grant, left side. Inside. Here's Ayton. Pass to Sharp. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. And Grant gets it to go.
Now Jeremy Grant continuing to work on his game, stretching it out to the three-point line.
And you watch Shaedon Sharp, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
Pass to Benton. Here's Sharp. There's 48 seconds left in the half. Drops in the layup for 2.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Portland leading by 4. Then passes to Avdia. Now here's Ayton. Defended by Murray. Back to Ayton. Rebounded by New Orleans. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. Murray, no good.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
And every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good whistle there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night now. That one falls for Grant.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 8 seconds left to play in the first half. To the paint. They need this. Oh, missed the dunk at the buzzer. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be back in a moment.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They're just letting scorers go by.
All right, fellas. Thanks for tuning in.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Scoot Henderson out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Now, their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past. And as he continues to develop his skills, passing is next for Murphy.
Henderson outside. Here's Kamare, defended by Jones. Back to Henderson from the arc. Doesn't go that time. The Pelicans trail. Pass to Alvarado. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And he hits it to tie the game. Alvarado's got his first points of the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Henderson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Boston, the pass to Jones. Here's Boston for the lead. Rebounded by Kamare. Now here's Henderson, guarded closely. Oh, and he breaks it down with a two-handed jam.
And the tip of the cap to Henderson there for being able to adjust his shot while being fouled.
And Brent, what you like about Toumani Camara, he'll get in there and do the dirty work for you.
Well, what a ride for him to get the recognition to become an NBA draft pick. He did all the little things to put himself in a position to succeed, and then all of a sudden can get on the floor and contribute in so many ways. Versatile defender, knocks down some mid-range shots. These are the kind of guys who you love to see build out a career. And can you imagine a coach saying, hey, get in front of Zion? No thanks.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Pelicans have a young star tandem in Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. And C.J. McCollum said to win in today's NBA, you need those big, versatile forwards who can do a little bit of everything. We have two of the best in the league, and when you're playing well, it makes the game easier for all of us. Brian?
It's a great perspective. Thanks, Allie. Here's Henderson. Got a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Pelicans fourth.
Everything clicked for them last year, especially on the perimeter, and they shot a very high percentage. A lot of that due to their offensive schemes.
Ayton, he's checked in for Portland. Anthony Simons comes in for Murray. Reeves is checked in for the Pelicans. Zion not fazed by the contact.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Here's Simons. Here's Williams. Out to Simons. Pass to Henderson. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds in the game. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for New Orleans.
Pelican substitution. Number 3.
Here's Williamson. Zion just too strong against the contact.
They're really working the paint now.
Blazers trail by 3. Pass to Henderson. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Camara, he's checked in for Henderson.
Good recognition from the big man, Williams. Solid at realizing when the D has overcommitted.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Here's Misi. Shot's good by McCollum. And it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Ayton. 3-pointer. Drains the triple. Ayton's got 5.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Here's Misi. Williams defending. Williamson outside. Shot clock at 5. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Robert Williams picks up one.
Well, the defense coming at Zion shot hard right there, but he's smart, and he plays into it, getting the personal.
Sharp, he's checked in for Portland.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Here's Kamari. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Kamari's got his first 2 points.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Pass to Hawkins. McCollum against Sharp. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finish. It's just how shifty he is.
Williamson up top. Oh, Zion! Vicious!
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. It's stolen by Ingram. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So for the Pelicans right now, Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Brandon Ingram out there with Trey Murphy, and it's Messi in at the 5 spot. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Here's Clingan, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, be careful. Clingan can bring down the house.
Murray from outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Simons against Ingram. The ball's knocked loose. Avdia left side. That one goes. Count it.
Just pushing through that time. Avdia asserting himself against the contact.
McCollum, the pass to Murray. Outside Ingram. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Brandon Ingram was the key piece of the Anthony Davis trade. That move changed his career, Brent.
No doubt about it. B.I. won the most improved player of the year in his first season away from the Lakers. So sometimes that change of scenery can open up opportunity and get you a chance to show your excellence.
Portland making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. And the Pelicans also making a change. Williamson's checked in. Pass to Sharp. And here's Simons outside. Messi grabs the board. Messi's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Simons against Williamson. Oh, they get a hand on it. Simons with a steal. By himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Just doing it all himself. I love how opportunistic Simons is once he grabs steals.
Pass to Williamson. Outside Murray. Williamson against Ayton. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Portland has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Avdia hits Sharp on the wing. Now here's Ayton. To tie it up. Messi grabs the board. Messi's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Up top, McCollum. Guarded by Sharp. McCollum, the pass to Williamson. Robert Williams checked in for Portland. Jeremy Grant comes in for Ayton. There's a minute 54 left in the final quarter. Outside Murray. 5 to shoot. Count it! And 1! He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. That's on Anthony Simons. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another part of the credit has to go to what they did on the inside blocking shots. I mean, super scrappy defensively and just affecting a lot of the opportunities that their opponents were putting up.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Denny Avdia has a ton of versatility, and the coaches encourage him to explore. This guy can make an impact both on and off the ball. Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Simons, left side. And he jams it home with authority.
And it's crucial, but Simons takes that responsibility and gets it done.
Here's Williamson. So good down low. Williamson.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simons.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Here's Williamson.
That is what I'm talking about.
Wow.
And Zion really lighting it up in this one.
Tries the spin move. Outside for Grant. Sharp up top. Simons outside. 5 on the clock. And here's Grant from the arc. Great D that time from Murray. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Here's Williamson.
Yeah, you don't have players on your roster that physically can match up with what Zion's going to bring. And he's going to draw some fouls.
Good on both.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Here's Simons. And he goes in for the dunk. And the Pelicans with possession here. Here's Williamson. Back to Murray. From outside the arc. Drops in the 3. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
And it's Simons penetrating. And here's Ingram outside. Can't connect. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused. Focused.
if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Sharing the wing spot, it's Clarkson and Markkanen. And it's George in at the 1 spot. They get it back. And Simon's wide open. He'll fire. Connects from three-point range.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
Here's Kessler. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, I remember last time they met up, they just got ran out of the building. They weren't too happy with some of the calls in that game either.
Yeah, their starters got into foul trouble, and it felt as if some of the calls were tick-tack, no doubt, but nonetheless, damage was done.
And the Jazz with possession here. The Blazers getting the bucket. Kessler passes to Collins. Bangs on the trifecta.
Well, a big man with considerable range, folks. John Collins has to be respected beyond the arc.
And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass. Collins, such a confident shooter, and this guy on the catch, he's ready to rock.
Avdia kicks to Grant. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Simons against Clarkson. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Williams with a clean look. And again, it's Portland converting.
Nice vision from the youngster Sharp that time.
Kessler passes to Markkanen. Back to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter, and he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Few defenders can keep up with Sharp in the open floor. This guy is electric.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter would just do a little bit of everything.
And the basket is good. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this game.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
And it's George finishing it off.
Keontae George with the elevation. How about that vertical, folks?
No good from Grant.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And it goes down 2 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Grant outside. Simons against George. Grant with a screen on George. Simons the pass to Grant. Now Sharp. Shot clock at 5. Portland again missing. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Collins finds George. Here's Kessler. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Simons. The layup missed. Here's Kessler. Arcing in from outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers lead by... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
We are talking 7 foot, 245 pounds. You better be able to finish it, Mr. Kessler.
Back to Avdia. Grant outside. Kessler with the rebound. Utah trailing here. Here's George. Drops in the layup for 2. George has got his second bucket tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Grant back to Ayton. Over Kessler, and it's sent back by Kessler. Pass to Hendricks. Inside. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
It's good. Kessler's got 8 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Simons against George. Now, here's Sean. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those 2 players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That's good from Filipowski. Jabari Walker's checked in for the Trailblazers. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Portland trailing here. Outside, Avdia. A steal. And the call will be on Keontae George. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Klingon, he's checked in for Jabari Walker. And Utah also making a switch. Mills is checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Hendricks, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Oh, gritty inside. Simon's amongst the big bodies.
Collins against Ayton. Collins passes to Hendricks. Now here's Mills. Pass to Hendricks. Goes back up. Mills can't hit.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Sharp has it in the corner. No good with the triple.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Sexton with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Kamar is checked in. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Anferny Simons. Sexton finds Eubanks. Just 2 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. In third, the Jazz.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Henderson's checked in. So it's Utah now. They trail by 1. Outside Williams. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Williams. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Klingon. And another turnover here by Portland. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs.
And looking at the Utah matchup, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
They get a hand on it. Pass to Sensabaugh. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Sexton, no good. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. To the middle, to the left side wing. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Filipowski. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Filipowski's got 4 this quarter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Utah out in front, up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
27. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
I think for the Jazz, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes.
And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
Their bench has been strong, guys coming in.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Walter Kessler displaying his skills in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. They've got Colin Sexton. Lowry Markkinen is out there with Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard.
On the floor for your Trailblazers, Rupert.
Here's Sensabaugh. Hendricks passes to Sexton. To the paint. And it's Portland with the rebound. Up top, Henderson. Ayton kicks to Murray. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz leading by 3. Here's Sexton. Good on the bucket. Sexton's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Utah. And for Portland, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Pass to Filipowski, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Trailblazers.
And they've been doing a great job of getting into the paint and scoring inside. The defense allowing them easy access to the rim, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Here's Kamare. Just 5 to shoot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And checking out some numbers for Scoot Henderson. Last season's performance for him. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he had to pay his dues that rookie campaign, earning his stripes. A lot of people think he could have a breakout year this season.
Well, when you hear it from his coaches and his teammates, they've been singing his praises. So let's see if he can prove them right.
Right side, Markkinen. And he lays it straight in. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Boy, he's got so much length that under duress, still able to finish. Go ahead, Lowry Markkinen.
Back to Henderson. Down low, Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Hendricks can't get it to go. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the dunk.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
For the lead. No good from Grant. The Jazz shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Hendricks, and he banks in the layup. Hendricks has got his second bucket of the night.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Filipowski. Nice D from Williams.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Pass to Kamare, and here is Williams. Here's Kamare. Back to Williams. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Grant gets a wide open look. It's good from long range. Grant's got 7.
Gotta know where Grant is at all times. He loves wiggling free from that corner.
Puts it up. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Here's Sexton, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's the screen. Here's Sensabaugh. That 3 off the mark. Portland leading. Here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the dunk.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Jazz trail by 6.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Here's Benton, and there's the dunk to finish it off.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
The Jazz have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions.
Kessler taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. 7 seconds left to play in the third. 4 seconds left. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And so it's Portland ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. The wings, Sharp and Avdia. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And the dunk by Grant.
How about Jeremy Grant playing to his strength, uses that athleticism to finish that one with authority.
Here's Kessler. Poked loose. Trailblazers leading by 14. And Sharp has it in the corner. Outside Avdia. Back to Sharp. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Kessler, no good. Portland has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
Well, DeAndre Ayton, incredible. Size, incredible athleticism, and refuses to go down easy.
The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Pass to Sharp. Now here's Ayton. And contact on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier.
To review the play.
The ruling on the floor stands.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, listen in with Will Hardy and his team. Well, coach is frustrated with his guys. He let them know that the turnovers have to stop. He begged them to take better care of the ball. We'll see if they heeded the message. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. George passes to Collins. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Jazz trail by 17. Now George. Kessler, screen on Simon. Nobody near George. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. George against Simon. Grant goes in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple of years. Grant's done it all.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Williams passes to Sharp. And the shot goes down. 9 points for Shaedon Sharp.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
And Simons, here we go. Outside, Avdia. And the three off target. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Sexton against Sharp. Collins wide open, he fires. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
The corner three is coveted, and John Collins quickly gets to work.
Puts it up off the inbound. A second chance effort. Sharp on the wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 12. Here's Clarkson. And that's good off the glass that time.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Stolen by Kessler. Out to Clarkson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Sharp. Tipped away. Stolen by Markkanen.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Outside for George. Here's Clarkson, covered by Simon. Clarkson passes to Kessler.
Yes! Wow, Walker Kessler with some big-time confidence.
Outside, Simon. Pass to Grant. Stolen by Collins. Clarkson against Sharp. A shot by Clarkson, no good. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag. They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Kessler finds Markkanen. Here's Collins.
Oh!
You've got to be kidding.
And he loves the pressure moments. Collins not one to shy away.
Williams looking over the floor. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And so it's Portland winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that
Opening day.
Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going, whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays.
So here are the Jazz starting five. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. Jordan Clarkson is out there with George. And it's Kessler in at the center position. That one goes in.
Well, that contact does nothing to Zion. He's just way too strong.
George passes to Clarkson. Now Kessler. Back to Clarkson. Kessler finds Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
Williamson looking around. And Williamson throws it down.
He's undersized for 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Williamson's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And, Coach, you look at DeJounte Murray, a 6'5" do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Just a straight flush. By Murray, no fret.
George against Murray. Down low. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Murray, no good. The Jazz have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Clarkson against Williamson. Kessler passes to Collins. Back to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Poked loose. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Markkanen. Kicks it out to Collins. Second shot opportunity. Can't get it to drop. Great D that time from Williamson. Murray from outside. Buries it from 3. Murray's got 5 now.
Well, that's just another thing Murray can do for you. Hit the 3.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Utah. They trail by 1. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans. Out to the wing. Collins outside. Markkanen left side. 6 to shoot. Pass to Clarkson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. In third, New Orleans.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Markkanen. George left side. Kessler, and he dunks it down.
Just right through him. Kessler not slowing up.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Well, we'll never get tired of those dunks from Zion.
To the middle. And it's going to be a 3-second call. New Orleans leading by 4. Now here's Murray. He's got 5. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Misi. Fires the 3. The rebound by Markkanen.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And the shot goes down. Kessler's got 8.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
George against Murray. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Puts the move on. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Keontae George. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Tipped away. Here's Williamson. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection.
And so it's New Orleans closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back after this word. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Clarkson the 2, and Markkanen is the 3. And it's George in at the point. Utah shooting their first free throw tonight. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Count it.
Well, those are the quick twitch muscles from Collins.
New Orleans leading by 4. Murray up top. George defending. Murray against George. They kick it out to Murray. Outside Ingram. McCollum, the pass to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. And it's Clarkson missing.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Coach, when you talk to Ingram's teammates, they always bring up his remarkable work ethic.
Well, Brian, Brandon Ingram works hard. He loves the game. He wants to be great. He spends a lot of his free time studying the game instead of just hanging out and doing other things.
Clarkson passes to Kessler. And he banks in the layup. Kessler's got 10 points.
Well, you want Kessler involved in the offense. That's the kind of shot you're looking for.
Murray with it. Guarded now by George. From the right block. Pass to Williamson. Oh!
Wow!
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, an incredible night for Zion. Exactly what we expected, and maybe even a little more.
And here's McCollum down low. Kicks it out to Williamson. The floater, and it's Ingram with the basket on the assist by Williamson. And now it's an 8-point Pelican lead. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Utah. And the jam by George.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
George outside. Pass to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Markkanen misses. New Orleans leading by 8. And last year, Coach, the Pelicans winning 49 games, their second most ever.
Yeah, Brian, but despite that, they got swept by OKC in the first round, and that just tells you how difficult. The West is. New Orleans was the 8th seed. In the East, they get the 3 seed.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
There's that finesse. Just another way Markkanen can take it to you.
George against Murray. Uncovered. The rebound by the Jazz.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Clarkson passes to Kessler. To the paint. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Using his size inside. Collins refusing to settle for the layup and elects the dunk instead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Oh, a nice shot by Collins. Collins has got 7 points for the quarter.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
There's McCollum with the 3. No luck on that one. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
George scanning the floor. To the inside. And finished off by Kessler.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Pass to Messi. Back to Williamson. Shoots over Collins. Offensive board. Here's Messi. Kicks it out to Williamson. Murray with it. Picked up by Collins. Here's Williamson. No good from 11 feet.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Pelicans ahead, leading by 4. And we'll return shortly.
surprises it's close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Now let's take a moment. And that is going to do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
And for the Jazz, we've got Filipowski, Keontae George out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's John Collins, and it's Hendricks in at the 3. And it's out of bounds, still Utah's balls. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look. Broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Jazz.
They are the top team in the conference, and you see why. Their versatility on offense is hard to match up against, and because of this, they have no problem finding all kind of ways to score the ball.
Colin Sexton's checked in for Utah. Mills comes in for George. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Juzang, he's checked in for Mills. Here's Alvarado. Boston, pass to Jones. Alvarado outside. Another shot. Can't capitalize inside. Jazz trail by 3. Coach, you spent a lot of time in New Orleans. Coach form, as a matter of fact. It's a fun stop in the NBA. There's some amazing food in the Big Easy.
Yeah, Brian, I love the city of New Orleans, but when I coached there, it was in the pandemic. All the restaurants were closed. All the entertainment was closed. We couldn't enjoy the Jazz or the food.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Great open look there. Juzang's got 5 points in the quarter. For New Orleans, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Alvarado outside. Pass to Jones. Fires the 3. A different look here for Utah. Eubanks comes in for Collins, and Mikhailuk subbed in for Juzang.
Substitution on the court.
The Jazz have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Hendricks. It's Mikhailuk on the wing for the lead. Pure from 3-point range.
3 points.
Hendricks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Knocked loose. Sexton looking around. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Mikhailuk. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for 3-point shooting last season. The 4th spot held by the Pelicans.
Just so efficient from downtown last season. The threes are a big part of this team's offensive game plan.
New Orleans making some changes. Green's checked in for Tice. Reeves comes in for Robinson Earl. And it's McCollum in for Boston. Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. Outside Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
McCollum outside. And the Jazz pushing it up now. To the left wing. Pass to Sensabaugh. 1:46 left to play in the third quarter here. The offensive rebound. Sexton with it. He's covered by Reeves. Back to Mikhailuk. Clock at 6. To the wing on the left. It's stolen by Green. There's McCollum with the 3. Fires in the triple. McCollum's got 6 points.
Well, he's lethal from that three-point line. The defense must guard McCollum better than this.
Shot is good by Reeves.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Jazz. 2-point game. Drives to the hoop. And it's Hawkins with a rebound.
He's going to hear from his teammates after that one. Not quite sure what happened.
And it's blocked. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. And the basket by Mikhailuk.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Hendricks. McCollum defends. Outside for Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. Hendricks. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 5 points in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Jones, his shot is good.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
Here's Green. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Pass to Jones. Can't connect from long distance. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And time to step. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Ingram is the 3, with Zion playing the 4. And it's Messi in at the 5 down low. That's the Pelicans 5. New Orleans in the lead. Inside, here's Messi. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Showing great vision that time. Zion delivers the ball exactly where it needs to be.
Utah shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. Rebounded by New Orleans. They've led by as much as 10. Next up, they'll take on the Rockets at Toyota Center. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just 1 game. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Sensabaugh. Here's Williamson. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge.
Down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
It's George with the drive. Markkanen's got room. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
Over to the wing. Here's Messi. He's covered by Kessler. Williamson inside. And a missed layup. Jazz trail by 4. Clarkson outside. Takes a 3. Pelicans cleared away. Ingram's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Messi. And down it goes. 2 points. Messi's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a nice find by Ingram, getting it to the open man.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. The Jazz making a switch here. Collins checked in. Williamson inside. Collins there. Williamson, no good.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That'll be a second foul of the game. Clarkson against Murray. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. What a finish! Right at the rim by Markkanen.
Well, you can't forget that Markkanen is an accomplished dunker.
Murray inside. George defending. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And with confidence, Murray stepping up at a crucial point in this game.
Kicks it to George. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Here's Kessler. Yep, right through the net.
The big man delivers. Kessler just went to work.
George against Murray. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Williamson's checked in for New Orleans. Murray passes to Williamson. George with a steal. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And there's Clarkson. That one's good. On the assist by Collins.
Here's a guy who's been in the league a long time. Clarkson knows how to get it done when it matters.
Williamson outside. Pass to Ingram. Back to Williamson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray against George. Murray, shot is good.
Well, that can be a tough range, but Murray made it look routine.
For Utah, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Markkanen outside. Collins a screen. Markkanen, pass to George. Collins with it. From the arc. Misi grabs the board. On the break. Pass to Murray. Kicks it out to Williamson. Floats one up. It's rebounded by George.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
And they recover it. And so it's New Orleans winning this one. This one was, thanks, Allie, great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van.
Still very young, Greg. What are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one.
Oh, that was huge!
Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Into the lane. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The bad boy Pistons, and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there. Denny Avdia has a ton of versatility, and the coaches encourage him to explore. And this guy can make an impact both on and off the ball.
Left side, Williams. Grant on the wing. Covered by Williamson.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah. Williamson, such a menace inside. It just doesn't matter what the defense is going to do there.
Williams in the post. And Simons has it in the corner. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Just 4 to shoot. Over McCollum. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Oh, making it look routine. This is why Sharp's guys encourage him to look for that shot.
Williamson. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Grant. Simons, the pass to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Murray, good.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Simons kicks to Grant. Avdia on the wing. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Ingram passes to McCollum. Outside for Murray. With the shot. Rebound by Williams.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And McCollum with the block. For 3, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. Portland leading. But we're talking about DeJounte Murray now. And Brent, what do you like most about his game?
Well, I like the tenacity that DeJounte brings to a game. I really feel like he ramps himself up for the biggest moments and wants to make the plays at the end of the game, whether that's scoring the basketball, passing the basketball, but really overriding that is defensively wanting to be disruptive. So when you get a guy that competes at that high a level, that's what makes DeJounte Murray such an intriguing two-way player.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
But you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Bounce pass, Simons. Right side, Williams. Swiped away. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's Murray with the jam.
End-to-end action there is Murray, one of the more athletic guys in the game.
Here's Sharp. No good, unable to end this run.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But, boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, consistency of being on the floor can help you with your offense, but we don't often talk about the learnings that come with being on the floor often defensively. Making reads, understanding your opponents better. And I think Zion has suffered from those injuries, taking away his opportunities to become a better defender. We're seeing that improvement now.
Murray against Simon. Lets it go with a 3. Murray, no good.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night. That's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
New Orleans making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. Ayton, he's checked in for Williams, and the Pelicans making a change here. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Murray for 3. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Well, this coaching staff continues to encourage DeJounte Murray to stay in rhythm. You see why.
Sharp finds Simons. Banked in off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
In the corner, it's Ingram to the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so it's New Orleans holding. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
On the floor for Portland, the wings, Sharp and Avdia. Grant steps in at 4 with Ayton, the big man, in the middle. And it's Simons in at the point. Brent, when you look at New Orleans, they've only finished higher than a 5th seed once in franchise history.
Yeah, Kevin, that was all the way back in 2008 when they finished as the 2nd seed. And at that time, they were still the Hornets. I remember playing against that team as CP3 was leading that charge. This team will be back. They've got the pieces to get there.
And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Some changes for New Orleans. Daniel Tice comes in for Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Herbert Jones. Ingram attacking. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Well, Ingram has the length, but he's so slithery at that size. Tough to guard. Gets contact.
Green, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
Jones checked in for New Orleans. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Took a substantial hit there, and Grant able to finish. Wow, that was a bump.
And once known for his defense, Jeremy Grant has become a knockdown three-point shooter. Brent, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, that's really opened up some lanes for him as a player to do more become more complete. I mean, his slashing game has come along. He's been a better rebounder. And if you foul him, he's going to cash in at the free throw line. Just so good off the pass. McCollum's set up and ready at all times.
That's it. The Pelican lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Grant.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Jones with it. Nothing on the board. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Grant. No coverage that time. Jones has got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans.
Love the assertive attitude from Jones, wanting to continue to improve in his jump shooting.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Fifth is Anthony Simons.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Swinging, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Back to Sharp, 3-pointer. And they get it back. Goes back up. Outside, Simons. 6 to shoot. They shoot again. Pass to Sharp. Tries the spin move. Scores off the spin. Sharp's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Murray kicks to Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Pelicans know that chemistry is key. They've got plenty of talent, but Brandon Ingram says there is sacrifice in figuring out how to win. And I know New Orleans hasn't seen winning. We don't have a banner in our arena. We're just trying to draw closer and closer together. All I want to do is win. Kevin?
They've got talent, David, that's for sure. Thank you. And Jones sends it back.
You got to be careful when Jones is anywhere in your vicinity. He uses that length to get the block, does Jones.
Count that one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Sharp on the wing. Outside, Simons. There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. And the wide open shot from Avdia. No good from outside. Pelicans leading by 11. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for the Pelicans. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Kamar is checked in. And Delano Banton's subbed in for Anthony Simons. Jones with it. Klingon defending. New Orleans moving it around. Yep, that one goes. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
There's Murphy using that length inside.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Kamare. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. Jones, no luck. Here's Banton, and it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Pelicans lead by 13. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
know, right now for New Orleans, I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Pelicans.
They have been...
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to this.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. In third, the Pelicans.
You can tell by watching them how much they enjoy playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And Portland making a change here. Eyeballs checked in. Pelicans leading by 13. And Brent, the Pelicans swept in the first round last year by the Thunder. And that Zion injury was very unfortunate and very untimely.
Oh, man, that was crushing. Williamson had 40 points in that play-in game, playing his best basketball, and then hurt very late in that contest. They really missed him, obviously, against OKC, and just bad luck for New Orleans last year.
On the floor for Portland, we've got DeAndre Ayton. Also Williams out there, and it's Thibault in at the shooting guard. Driving the lane, can't connect from short range.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Sinks the triple.
Not at all a bad passer for a center. Ayton with the feet.
Now Alvarado hasn't made one yet. And there's the foul. It'll go on Delano Banton. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And the basket by Alvarado.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Walker plays it up and banks it in. Walker's got his first points of the game.
Works that one inside nicely.
Alvarado with it. He's picked up by Walker. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
Showing some strength on that bucket. Murphy getting better at fending off contact.
Walker the pass to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration too, and you've got 2 points. So both teams changing it up here.
Williams really does play more like a traditional center out there.
And here's Hawkins. Inside, and stolen by Williams. Up top, Henderson. Outside, Williams. Pass to Reith. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And here's a look at the stats for Scoot Henderson. How he did last season. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's a nice scoring threat in their second unit, a guy who provides instant offense.
And he has really settled into this role. For some guys, maybe him, they'd rather come off the bench and do their damage.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining.
5 on the clock.
2 minutes.
Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Here's Boston. The three-pointer is right on target. Boston's got the lead up to 13 now for New Orleans.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And when it comes to Scoot Henderson, his handles and his speed with the ball, those may be his best attributes.
Williamson. And it's Portland with the rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Spins. And then Henderson with the jam.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. New Orleans making a switch here. McCollum's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Klingen's checked in. Here's Messi. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Hawkins. Hits it from three-point range. Hawkins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. But drive by Henderson. Takes it off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Williamson with it. Williams picks him up.
Zion continuing to work on his all-around game, and nice job of finding his teammate there.
Hawkins against Henderson. There's the drive. It's stolen by Jones. Goes up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Great pass there from Herbert Jones. When someone's open, he'll find him.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And last season, he was a 70% free throw shooter, something I'm sure he'd like to improve.
We talk a lot about guys and the obstacles that they overcome. Williamson has faced many setbacks, but still staying committed to the game.
7 seconds left in the third quarter. Wide open look here for Murray. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Murray's got 10.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And that one's good, Ayton. And so it's New Orleans out in front by 17 points at the end. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The wingman, McCollum, along with Ingram. Then it's Zion Williamson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's the Pelicans 5. And Williamson throws it down.
And Zion really lighting it up in this one.
Murray outside. McCollum against Grant. McCollum dishes to Murray. Pass to Williamson. Clock at 6. Goes up to the stripe. Out to Ingram. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Avdia, the pass to Grant. We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man-to-man, man, it's hard.
Avdia, the pass to Grant. It's blocked. They retain possession. Portland needs to get off a shot, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game Shouldn't be making that pass.
Jones checked in for Zion Williamson. And Portland with a change here, too. Williams is checked in. Murray for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Trailblazers trail by 20. Outside, Avdia. The Trailblazers rebound. And it's Sharp missing. The Pelicans have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Avdia with it, guarded by Murray.
The Time Lord rising up.
New Orleans leading by 18 from deep three-point land. Murray, no good.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Williams. It's rebounded by New Orleans. McCollum up top, covered by Simons. For 3, Murray.
That's what Williams does, disrupt your offense.
And DeJounte Murray with the 3. And the Pelicans lead by 21.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
And he knocks down the first one. In the NBA, helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Jones. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for DeJounte Murray.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
Talked to most of the coaching staffs around the league. what is the first thing they think about with Jeremy Grant? And it's that athleticism that comes to mind.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
For three, Murray. Portland grabs the miss. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Avdia finds Williams. Portland no good that time either. McCollum against Sharp. Murray looking around. And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. And the Pelicans lead by 20. Murray against Simons. 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good on the triple. Here's Simons. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that, thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.